Hello. Today I will be talking about meeting the needs of additional learning need children in the classroom and the challenges associated in meeting these needs. Uh, the interview it was with Miss Carrie Lloyd. She is a specialist teacher in ASC resource class at Springwood Primary School. Her responsibilities include supporting children with autism and setting provision meeting their needs. So, the key elements of the interview with Miss Carrie's was how does Carrie Lloyd's meet the needs of the children with ASD in the classroom? She mentioned many ways that they support the ASC children in their resource class. One way it was like different adults support the children to meet their needs. For example, there is many teaching assistants who support the children in the classroom with different needs, behavioral, educational, and emotional needs as well. Also, they have access or they support children with specialist teachers like Miss Carrie herself. She provides all the elements of the support, or she plan everything for the children depending on their needs. Also, they have the well-being team, which can help the reduce the challenging behavior associated with some children. Also, they have access to educational psychologists if needed. They also have access to occupational therapy, speech and language therapy for some children uh, who are nonverbal or they have a kind of delay speech. And also they have access to Alenco. Also, the school provide individual development plan to follow and update every year to meet every child needs. This plan is conducted, or they provide this plan with cooperation with the teacher and the children themselves and the families. Also, the school also support transition, uh, and they doing some visiting, like visiting different schools, including high schools, to support transition for high school as well. Include children and understand their views and interests and their challenges. So also they participate children in supporting them by understanding their barriers or challenges and understanding their interests to put the support or the right support for them depending on their interests and their uh, barriers or challenges. Structure the task and activities they will be doing and use clear, simple language. Also, in the class with autism children, duties or tasks should be structured. It will be easier for them to follow and make some progress and achievement. And also, they use a simple, clear language with these children. Also, they use visual learning, like visual resources, and also they're telling social stories. Also, they support these children by empowering and supporting them in making decisions, which very important in their later life. Also, she talked about a range of tasks and activities, allowing them to decide what they want to do. So, as I mentioned, giving them the chance or the opportunity to express their views and choose activities they're interested in, encouraging them to exploring the surrounding by involving forest school activities, which is very important for these children as they have the chance to be curious and explore the surrounding. And also these activities is kind of free play, helping them reduce the sensory issues. So when they go out for forest school, they experience um, different elements of sensory issue, if you want. They can hear different noises, and also they touch or smell anything surrounding them. It could be kind of challenging for some children with high sensitivity issues, but it does reduce this sensory issue, as she mentioned. Also, they develop their motor skills by using different resources like Play-Doh as well. Play-Doh, like she mentioned, many of the activities they do to uh, develop their motor skills. Sensory room to reduce the challenging behavior and anxiety, which is associated with some children with autism may have this challenging behavior. So the sensory room is a place they can calm down, relax, and they um, can reduce this challenging behavior and distress so they can come back to class and continue their day. Also, she mentioned the importance of collaboration with the families to provide holistic support. Collaboration with families and school is very important to support the children with ASC in terms of um, knowing the child from parents' perspective or carers' perspective, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what they appreciate about him, um, what go well with him, like encouraging him, or what praise he likes. So these just a simple example about the collaboration between the school and family in supporting these children. Uh, Also, she mentioned that there is some issues or barriers in supporting these children. For example, funding. The number of the children in resource classes is high, and there is not enough funding to take more children. Also, there is no enough staff. So she said that the support for the children in resource class for now, they can meet their needs, but the thing is, unfortunately, that some children at the mainstream school classes, um, they need extra support, but there is no funding available for the teachers in ASC class or resource class to take these children and give them the right support. That lack of the fund and the lack of staff as well. Lots of children waiting for diagnosis, long waiting list, or parent refuse to label their child. She mentioned also that the waiting list, the long waiting list, which is the key point here. Excuse me. Uh, So the long waiting list is one of the main issue that could prevent or limit the support the children can receive. Uh, Staying for at least 1 year to be diagnosed or to have a statement of ALN, it's a long time, which can negatively affect the child and their families. Also, she mentioned that some families they refuse to label the child. So this is one of the issues that it could um, um, stop, or it can limit the support that some children left inside the classes, and they have additional needs, but the families refuse to label the child or giving them a statement. And this is, I think, is down to the stigma. Some children also have a statement of SEN and based on mainstream classes with one-to-one support only, the result of the limit fund available to the resource class. Also, she mentioned that there's some children they based on mainstream class with just one-to-one assistant, and that one-to-one assistant needs to be trained and to have or to be educated, trained, sorry, about the essential elements of support provided. So also this will come uh, to the funding, as some one-to-one assistant are not trained, so the children will not have the complete or the right level of support they needed. So the key issue is the waiting list for children to be diagnosed with ALN is an average of 1 year. Some children with challenging behavior left without the right level of support due to the waiting time for diagnosis or statement, which may affect negatively the child's challenging behavior. In other words, waiting so long to be diagnosed could accelerate the challenging behavior. As I mentioned, waiting lists can affect even to accelerate or make the challenging behavior more challenging. So a child left without diagnosis for a long time, without having the right support and having some challenging behavior as well, it could um, double or accelerate the, the challenging behavior. Also, some undiagnosed children do not get the right level of support in terms of academic achievement. These children may be failing and go behind while waiting for their diagnosis. Also, some children with ALN, they don't have challenging behaviors, but they might need extra support in terms of academic achievement. With no diagnosis or statement, these children will left without support, and that could delay their achievement, or it will making them failing or going behind comparing to the other peers in the same age. The last part is critical evaluation. It's about the long waiting list and its negative effects on children with ALN. So, when trying to understand the factors affecting the delay in diagnosing children with additional needs and long waiting lists, it is necessary to highlight the experts' theoretical perspective and their understanding of these factors. In a study conducted to find out the main factors behind delayed diagnosis and long waiting lists for children with special needs, for example, long waiting lists for autistic children are affected by five important factors: the amount of information collected before the evaluation, uh, also the amount of information collected during the diagnosis, in addition to the number of evaluation available pre-assessment and the number of assessments that were conducted during diagnosis, and finally the number of contacts or individuals. This study concluded that the availability of pre-assessment information has a close relationship with reducing the time for diagnosis in children. This relationship between the availability of pre-assessment information and reducing the waiting time for diagnosis has a direct impact in reducing the number of contacts or individuals required for diagnosis. Moreover, Maureen ATL 2022 indicated that there is a sample evidence of the dissatisfaction of parents of children with autism or intellectual disability with long waiting lists and long diagnostic process. Also, Jones, Brimer, and Lloyd 2016 stated that in uh, their study indicated that families of children with additional needs who are on waiting lists face challenges that affect their quality of family life. The study stressed future research on how access to disability services affect families' quality life. In the study, that used systematic systemic research to identify difficulties and challenges and provide solutions. The study concluded that to achieve quality service, it is necessary to educate referees about appropriate referrals, create new paths, collect more information before the first appointment, and reduce number of contacts during the evaluation time. Also, this the social ecological model is an important pathway to understand the reason for long waiting for children with additional needs. This model highlights the complex interactions between different factors and different levels. For example, societal factors such as resources allocation and personal factors such as family support and institutional such as school um, such as sorry such as um, school policies, while current research focuses on issues within health care systems, such as a lack of resources and slow diagnostic processes. This social model explains the importance of these common factors in delaying the time to diagnosis.